Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to show you something special, and that's a little secret that I tend to use on all my productions. I actually been using it for a while, mainly because I noticed that the most important thing, or actually everyone should know about this, the most important thing in EDM music or electronic music is the bass, right? So having the right mix between your kick and your bass is essential. I think that's the number one barrier you need to cross into getting into a better level of production. Once you know how to mix that kick and a bass, you know that you're better at producing. So today I'm going to show you that. I'm going to take you a little bit higher in that level, in that hierarchy of production. Anyways, for this tutorial, I made a quick example and it sounds like this. Notice that this kick and this bass are not mixed yet. They sound horrible, but this is why I made this example. Let's listen to it. As you can see, they clash a lot, especially in the lower frequencies. It kind of even distorts it. What's the trick, Jay? I want to make this tutorial like really quick and as clear as possible. So I'm just going to go straight away. I'm going to show you how to do this little secret technique in two ways. And the first one is going to be by using Sidechain VSTs. I know that's a beginner trick, but there's going to be something extra to it, right? So first of all, basic. Let's add a sidechain to the bass, right? So we're going to go to the bass line and we're going to open Kickstart, since that's the one I like. And I'm just going to leave it like that with the first free punch option. And once we add the sidechain, let's see how it sounds. It definitely sounds better, right? It sounds more punchy and it sounds like it's groovy, even like it's adding some groove. However, I feel like the kick and the bass are still clashing. How do I fix that? Well, here's where the little trick comes in. And I like to call this little trick inverted sidechain. I don't know if it's actually a name. I don't know if people have actually talked about this before, but I'm going to call it the inverted sidechain technique. And are we going to add an inverted sidechain to the bass? No, we're going to add it to the kick. So open up Kickstart on your kick and use one of these options, either the short kick or the long kick. In this case, I'm using the short kick and I'm going to put it at around 80%, 81%, something like that. Now let's listen how both sound together once we have an inverted sidechain and the normal sidechain together. So in 3, 2, 1. In my opinion, they sound perfect now. I know this is a very simple idea, but don't sleep on it. It is such a good trick. And at the end of your production, you're going to notice it. And it's going to be like, oh, how did you mix that kick and that bass? Well, Jay Eskar told me that inverted sidechain. That's how I did it. So I think this is it for the video. But for those of you that don't have the VST, I'm going to show you how to do it without it. Let's go ahead and save all the kickstarts. And in this case, I'm going to just automate the volume of both the bass and the kick. Since I'm using FL Studio, I know that it has Fruity Balance, which has a volume knob. If you're using Ableton, I think there's a plugin called Utility, which you can also automate. So let's just create an automation of the bass. And let's also create an automation of the kick using a Fruity Balance. Once we have those automations, I'm going to make them bigger. We should make a sidechain form. Let's just make a shape for the bass that looks like a sidechain, right? So let's just make one real quick. Gonna make it around here, I guess. Around here. That's gonna be sounding good. Actually not. I'm gonna make it here. That's gonna sound good. This sidechain shape is gonna sound good. But also another trick that I'm gonna show you is adding a curve at the end as well. That way we're gonna eliminate any clicks. So here's a shape that I wanted to add. Now I'm going to clone this automation by clicking Control B. So I'm going to put it every time the kick hits, obviously. Now this is what my automation and the kick sounds like. sounds tight. Sounds very good. However, it's not quite there. I like super controlled. I like it when it's super balanced, like I've said. So what do? We do basically the same shape inverted. There's plenty of ways you can do this. There's actually a new FL Studio version. In the new FL Studio version, you have an articulator tools where you can copy state and actually paste it as well. You can paste it, and you can then, with the articulator tools, flip it. You see? But we're just gonna, in this case, since I know there's a lot of people that don't have this newer version of FL Studio. So since I know there's a lot of people that don't have it, I'm just gonna make my own. So just automate it, try to imitate it in an inverted way. So this is basically the kick. I know it's hitting around here. Oh. So now it should sound good. It's literally just an inverted. So actually, let's clone it. Every time the bass hits. Now let's listen to it. If you feel like the bass is too short, you can add another couple knobs and just work with them. Work with them till they actually fit, but don't let the bass, don't let the kick do whatever it wants. What we want to do here is control everything, right? I might be a control freak, I might not, but whatever it is, this is how it sounds now. That sounds perfect to me. Now I could even add a melody and stuff like that, and everything would be sounding perfect. Anyways, that is it for this video. I know it's very basic, but it's very, very, very powerful. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this. Try it out. Hopefully you learned something. If you didn't, hopefully it's a good way of remembering stuff. So I'll see you guys later on another video. If you want to connect with me, all my socials are Jay Eskar, Instagram Jay Eskar, Facebook Jay Eskar, whatever. See you guys on another video of whatever I find useful. See you later.